Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. It's been longest since a Warlock run, so Warlock it shall be. Haven't quite figured out what to do as a Warlock if you can't get aggro to work, but here we go. We'll start off with the Violet Teacher. I don't want to go for this committal Doom Guard, making my Soul Fires and other Doom Guards not work out so well. The best card here is Chillwind Yeti, but if I am going to go aggro, the Shattered Sun Cleric would be better. I'm going to trust my instincts. I'm going to take the Yeti. Good 4 drops win games. Alright. Cult Master here over the other junk. Shadow Bolt or Demon Fire. Well, the Demon Fire is cheaper, so I'll take it even though it's weaker. Wolf Rider for some damage, or the Harvest Golem for some stability. We'll take the stability over the damage here. Picking up Junkadoodle-Doo. My friend Dan says he really likes the Felguards a lot. And he said that, you know, where unlike me, when I'm like playing them grumblingly, he actually enjoys playing them. With the Harvest Golem and to a lesser degree the Cult Master, the Void Terror could actually be playable, but I've never made that card work at all. This is a good finisher. I'll take the finisher. Flame Imp, alright. Earthending Farseer is a good card to have, but the Flame Imp, man, is pretty important. Could take another Felguard here or another Violet Teacher. Let's go for the Violet Teacher. Succubus, I have not managed to make that card work effectively, so I'll take the Golem there. Mind Control Tech is the only card here that doesn't suck. Shadow Flame can be okay, but it's very situational. Spellbreaker is good, so that you can get past taunts, but I am going to try to go for this aggro business and take a Leper Gnome. Okay. Sacrificial Pack's not exactly what I want. Flame Imp number 2 or a Voidwalk. I'll take them to the Flame Imp. This is not good. Dire Mage is not a card I wanted in the slightest. So, Hellfire, I suppose? I don't know. This deck is not really shaping up well at all. We're taking the Boulder Festoger now. Okay. So, the aggro train has definitely passed. Blood Imp is pretty much garbage. We'll take another Golem. I hate how many 3-drops I have. We need to get some 2-drops and more 1-drops going. So, I'll just take some cheap cards if I can finally manage it. Okay. Third Violet Teacher. No, we'll take a Defender of Argus here for some taunt. Now, Panda or Power Overwhelming. Well, the Power Overwhelming works nice with my 4 Harvest Golems. Jesus, that kind of crept up on me. Alright, we'll take that over the Panda. I could take a Shadow Bolt. No, I'm going to take Crocolisk. I want early drops, for God's sakes. Give me some early drops. That'll do. Pig, that'll do. Another Power Overwhelming or a Shadow Bolt. Let's try the other Power Overwhelming. I do have 4 Harvest Golems. Voidwalker is good here. Loot Hoarder or Farseer. Let's go for the Loot Hoarder. Just keep our curve as low as we possibly can. I have absolutely no idea if any of this is going to work. We'll take a Stormwind Champion for some endgame. Another Croc. I don't want these Red Infernals at all. Argent Commander is very good. It's a good curve topper. Helps you get some finishing power. I gotta get Doomsayer, but that'll likely hurt me more than it helps me, so we'll take Sea Giant. Even though Sea Giant is one of my favorite epics in the game, it's not exactly what I wanted in this deck. So, we have no 5-drops. We have this like pretty equal mass across the 1 to 4 curve. And then a few cards to, you know, round out the game. I could see myself losing because I don't get enough of my early plays at the start of the game, and then my board control falters, and my cards are too weak. I could also see myself losing if I happen to get like all of my endgame drops in my hand early, and then I just can't apply enough pressure. I got no healing, unfortunately. I had to pass on a Farseer. Or 2. I passed on 2 Farseers, I think. Yeah, one of them for a Flame Imp, and one for a Loot Hoarder. So I got just a few life taps in me, really, in any given game. I don't know, this isn't looking good at all. To be totally honest with you, this isn't looking good at all. But we got the Power Overwhelming Harvest Golem quote-unquote combo. I kind of wish I'd taken one of those Void Terrors. I mean, if any deck is going to work with Void Terror, it would be 4 Harvest Golems and 2 Power Overwhelmings. Well, no Mortal Coils. Didn't see those. Didn't see any Siphon Souls. I had to pass on some... Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to pass on some Shadow Bolts to get earlier drops. Shadow Bolt is a pretty mediocre removal card because it cannot target the face. And oftentimes it's overkill, and you're paying 3 mana for something that a 2 mana card would have done. Alright, here comes the coin. Is she really going to play an SI Agent? How many times is that going to happen to me? It's going to happen to me a lot more times than I would want. God damn, that coin SI Agent combo has happened to me so many times. It's ridiculous. Well, at least we have Scourgillion Quintillion Harvest Golems. She can take this out really easily, though. All she has to do is use the SI Agent and the dagger and then just kill the golem, and she gets to keep both of her creatures. I gotta be honest with you, folks. I am really not happy with this deck. I think this deck is actually just a pile of steaming trash. To be totally honest with you, this is just a steaming pile of trash. We're going to go the best we can, but I wouldn't be surprised if, honestly, if I went 0 wins with this deck, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. I have not gone 0 wins for a long time. This was like back in like last fall was the last time I had a 0 win arena. It was Warrior. It made me not want to play Warrior for a while, and then Warrior actually ended up being one of my best classes, so who knows. But yeah, this is just unbelievable garbage. Complete and utter garbage. Let's play Harvest Golem. It'll pose a threat. Unfortunately, because the Rogue being such a good character, the dagger will now kill my damaged golem for free without having to spend any mana. Even if I do get the best case scenario and kill that SI agent. Oh my god. I think this is one of the worst decks I've ever drafted. I mean, what could I have done differently? I could have taken some of those Shadow Bolts, I guess. And then try to go for more of a mid-range, but I didn't really get that much mid-range stuff. Although, I don't know, I was taking some aggro cards pretty quickly, so perhaps I could have actually done a little bit more to have a more mid-range Warlock deck.
X marks the spot.
Raider, okay, sure. And she decides to play cautiously. Can't blame her for. Flame him, oh great, just what I needed. Well, throw crap onto the board without really thinking about it too hard. Hellfire could be useful. I'm gonna have to life tap very aggressively. My hand is complete. Wow, I just am in utter disbelief at how badly this went. It went really, really badly. She's actually going for the face now. She's gonna shadow step this guy so she can replay him as a basically 1-mana backstab. It's like an arcane shot is what it is. 1 mana for 2 damage to any minion or the face. Pretty good answer to flame him. She's going to eviscerate and combo to kill Dollar and Mage. Well, this person happens to have everything she possibly could want. And more. But my deck was trash. Just a big old trash heap of a deck. Well, look at that Crocolisk. I aggressively drafted it over some other stuff. So I get to put a body on the board. That's cool. Got a Cult Master here. I could maybe trade this in with Power Overwhelming for a card and still be behind on cards, which is hilarious. Could have drafted that Shadow Flame, I guess. Some Felguards. I don't know.
Ready, sir.
Do you need
Oh, okay, please do not buff the Squire. Please buff the Hand Knight. Thanks. Oh, you suck. I hate you, game. Friggin' hate you. Alright, well, let's play the Cult Master. It's a good top pick here. This Arcane Golem. We'll kill the Knight and draw me a card. Blue Warrior, that would have been good too. Let's kill the Young Priestess. Now my opponent can just use the Squire to kill the Cult Master, rube out a dagger, and kill the Crocolisk. She's got plenty of health to do that. Can't life tap because I'm a dead health. I might in fact lose this turn, honestly. She only needs to deal 6 damage apart from her dagger. Looks like she's not going to do any of that, but man. This 3 health is annoying because I can't kill it because I don't have no more coils. I passed on all the Shadow Bolts. Oh jeez. Also, this thing is actually going to die. Well, let's draw a card, life tap, and then concede.
You must cleanse the
Jesus.
Sunwell.
Wowza. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Alright, Stormwind Champion. More like Stormwind Nampion. It's not gonna work. If I leave the Golem alive, or sorry, the Ghoul alive, then it will kill me. So, alright, well, you know, she's got 4 power here. I'm at 3 health, and I'm dead in 3 turns to the dagger. I have no life gain, but I do have some taunt with the Defender of Argus. I think it's my only one. I passed on all the Felguards. She's got 2 cards, but I don't know. Stormwind Champion maybe will put me back into this. We'll see. What you got for me in these 2 cards? If there's stupid things like Shadow Step and Shadow Step, then maybe I can actually win. But pretty much any creatures and I'm screwed. Any spells and I'm screwed. So it's really got to be, well, spells other than like Shadow Step. So, very, very difficult situations. Actually, I hit the Golem, interestingly. I'm playing a Molten Giant, so okay. Cute. Very cute. Mind control attack, not helpful. Can't kill myself. We will concede. I'm just gonna go ahead and call this a one video run. I don't even care if I win the next game. I'm doing this all in one video because there's no way this is making it to 7 wins. That is just absolutely inconceivable. This deck is total trash. And we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time, you and I'm gonna take a sip of good luck water. What do I hope for? I hope for 1 win. I hope this is a 1-win run. I would be ecstatic if I can get to 1 win with this deck. This trash heap monstrosity. It has really nothing going for it. Yeah, just nothing. I mean, can you think of a single good thing this deck has going for it? 4 Harvest Golems? No. Anytime the best thing a deck's got going for it is 4 Harvest Golems, you are in for a rough ride. Unless 4 Harvest Golems is your idea of smooth, in which case you're in for the smoothest ride of your life. Who am I up against? Another rogue. That's really not exactly who I want to play against. Pretty much don't want to play against rogues or hunters or druids or mages. Basically anyone with a lot of burn potential I don't want to play against. I could have kept the Violet Teacher and tried to combo out the Sea Giant, but that's just not going to happen. So we're going to mulligan it. Alright, I got my 2 drop, which is good. Didn't get any 1 drops because that's my life story. This is the new card back, by the way. If you participated in the last season or whatever, made it to rank 20, I don't know how far you can get. It's pretty. And I like this card back. This is a card back for completing the previous season. It also was very pretty, but I like this one. It's new, it's fresh, it's colorful and green. I like it. I might just whip it out. So you might say, Boris, why did you play the Harvest Golem, not the Dalaran Mage? Well, the Harvest Golem was much more durable than the Mage. Even though the Mage has extra health, the Golem is ultimately more durable because it survives Eviscerate, which a Rogue would have. And additionally, the Golem hits harder, so it might be more relevant in making carries. My opponent just plays a Chu, and yet he keeps it simple, keeps it safe. We will play Violet Teacher out.
Pay attention, class.
Keeping my Kobold Geomancer in the middle around Betrayal. Now, if she could dagger down the Violet Teacher with the help of the Yeti, then she'd be at close to 20 health. I could use the Golem to finish the Yeti off. Lots of bad things could happen in the meantime. But good things can happen too. She might actually play enough creatures. It's very unlikely, but it is not impossible for her to play enough creatures to let the Sea Giant happen.
We must cleanse the
She's going to play a Cleric, which allows her to hit the Violet Teacher in 1 fell swoop, which is annoying. Also, this is at 3 health now. Oh, God. So the Yeti's unkillable by the Golem. Sea Giant's unplayable by 1 mana. Ball sacks. Ball sacks, ball sacks, ball sacks. Ball sacks, ball sacks. And my Golem army is making it rain. Just making it rain pain. Downtown Spain. It's possible I'll play the Sea Giant next turn. Possible. Not likely, but possible. So the Yeti kills 1 thing, then this costs 5 mana. Could be done. Could be done. If she uses the dagger and the Yeti, this thing will cost 6 mana. Oh, okay, that's actually fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can still play this. It'll be 5 mana. Yeah, I can play that. And I will play that. These 3 toughness minions are just the bane of my life. But it's okay, because I got a Sea Giant to end all my strife. When I need to cut butter, I use a knife. Alright, we're going to play the River Crocolisk first. Always keep an eye on the Sea Giant's mana cost. I can actually fit this in here, which is very important. That could be like game-changing important. Now we kill her strongest creature, which is the Yeti. Drop card in the process. Mind Control Tech. Cute. Might happen. Keeping the Golem in the middle around Betrayal. Alright, she does have a lot of cards. She has 8 cards on the screen. I'm at full health, however, observe. So I might actually just be able to life tap my way out of the loss. Okay, I'm not going to pass on 8 damage, so this is going at the face for sure. Nor am I life tapping this turn because that'd be silly. So we're going to definitely get that damage through. And you know what? We're actually going to start pushing all the damage. Don't particularly care about her having extra mana. So, the Sea Giant threatens lethal. She's got to have something for it. She didn't play Assassinate or Sap, which suggests she doesn't have those cards, which is a little bit of a stroke of luck. That might be the kind of luck I need to make it to 1 win. She's got Ascension, Shield, Master Funk, but am I going to be able to play a Mind Control Tech? Let's see. Let's see how much she's going to use to heal that Sea Giant. At the moment, she's dead. I can just barrel through the Senjin.
So many options.
I'm gonna eviscerate and use the Panther to kill off the Sea Giant. And she could even clear my board now if she had a Shiv or a Backstab or made the dagger, but the dagger would require the damage. So I didn't want to do that. Choice for the face. Interesting choice. I would have personally taken out this golem, but it's not that big of a difference. Alright, Blue Warrior is a nice catch. Let's life tap first before doing anything else, before making any commitments, okay? Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to barrel through this engine. Play Blue Warrior, and yeah, this is all going at the face, guys. All going at the face. I will play the Daron Mage, which is good on this board because it kills the creatures and it has 4 health. Spell damage is pretty much useless. I have no soul fires or drain lives, so I can't send anything at her face. I could still lose this game. She's got 2 card advantage. She's getting more card advantage now. She has some spell damage, so something like a Fan of Knives would be really devastating. She has another Ascension. Stop me from getting damage through. And she's gonna kill off some of the minions to kill my stuff, so unfortunately my mind control tech isn't gonna fire. What am I hoping to get with my life tap? I don't know, Stormwind Champion maybe? Thunder or Archer Commander? She just keeps on going at my face. I don't know if that's right. She's really banking a lot on this engine. Oh god. You know? Void Walker. At least we got lots of taunt. I will just kill this thing off. Make way. Make way for greatness. So she's had 2 Senjins, which are saving her bacon, because if she hadn't played them, I could have just attacked with my little chumper niblets right at her face. Maybe she's going to run out of taunt at some point, though. I think she's made strategic errors, though, attacking my face instead of trading off this agent for some of my minions. Still hoping for Argent Commander up here. That'll be good. Get some damage through. She's got an Assassinate. Well, it's a good thing she didn't have that earlier. She didn't actually assassinate my 1-3. That's extreme. But it makes a certain kind of sense. Now she's got super board advantage. In fact, I'm set to lose as I get something really good. Oh my gosh, please give me a Power Overwhelming. Oh my gosh, I actually got the Power Overwhelming. Well, it's a good thing I got that Power Overwhelming. I am ecstatic. I am ecstatic. I am ecstatic that I got that game. Oh, I felt so embarrassed. That was like one of the worst things in my life. Yeah, okay, maybe not one of the worst things in my life, but that was a tough moment in my life when let's go ahead and get this new card back. When I had a 0-win run, and that was like shortly after I promised I'd post all my arena runs on YouTube and not withhold the bad ones. It's like I had to post it, and then you know, it's kind of sad putting that on there. So I'm glad I don't have to do that again. Got 1 win. Honestly, wouldn't mind if I lost the next 2 games and we could start a new arena. Squeeze another arena into this Sunday afternoon. Playing with this deck. What is it like? Playing with this deck is like shampooing your hair with broken glass. That's what playing with this deck feels like. Hunter Dilly. We can take a make fun of how stupid that person's name is. Dilly. What's your other account? Dally? Okay. So, Hunter is, I think, the worst matchup for Warlock, because you just, like, I mean, you're going to life tap, you're not going to, like, not life tap, but because the Hunter just shoots you for damage and you can't stop that, it's just bad. It's really bad. All he has to do is just clear my board pretty much once, and he's got the inevitable win. I mean, this knocks a turn and a half off my life. Every life tap knocks a turn off my life as well. Blue Warrior or Loot Hoarder. Let's play the Loot Hoarder. It's the same stats as Blue Warrior. It's just going to draw me a card instead of deal 2 damage, and I'd rather draw the card than deal 2 damage. Save the Blue Warrior in case he plays some kind of a taunter or something. It's going to steady shot me. So this guy has a pretty slow start, which I'm A-okay with. It's possible that he's holding on to an explosive trap back there, but can't play around it. We need to send everything at the face. I have a bit of an unfortunate draw. I've got, I think, 4 cards in this deck that are 6 and up. An Ogre, a Commander, a Stormwind Champion, and... Okay, maybe just 3. And I drew 2 of them. So these are dead cards, unfortunately. That's pretty bad. Mad Bomber! Alright, how good is this going to be? The answer is freaking ridiculously good, because it killed 2 of my minions. I mean, I was okay with it killing the 1 toughness guys, but... that's annoying. Okay, so we got a pretty good top deck here. I'm actually going to ignore that Mad Bomber. We have to ignore it. We need to go all the way for the face. So assuming he doesn't play Taunt, then I can play this on turn 6. That's 4 damage at 11 health. Gotta have these guys attack 1 time. No! Well, at least I drew a card off of that. At least that was his whole turn. At least I killed the Mad Bomber as well. The Tender Vargas lives. Alright, well, this could still work. This could still work. Now, do I life tap and mind control attack or play the Yeti? I think life tap's actually correct. At this point, ooh, even better. I mean, this is good for damage no matter what, as long as he doesn't play a taunt. I'm actually not going to give him that extra mana crystal. I don't want him playing Sunwalkers or Lord of the Arenas. So we're going to put this down, save this for later. Now, if this guy and this guy both get to do their thing, that's 8 damage. So if these guys attack 1 time, I win. And he doesn't play any taunts or life games. I mean, it's a long shot, but, you know, gotta play to your outs, my friends. Gotta play to your MFing outs. Motion Warden. Makes me wish I had a Stampede and Kodo. Oh god, what are you doing with 2 mana? No, 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 stop with Alpha. Ah, that sucks. So that's pretty good. Pretty good turn of events for him. Well, we're gonna do what we can here because we must. We're gonna play the Argent Commander. Hang that off. Throw the mind control attack at it. Kill the wolf, kill the wolf, kill the wolf. Nope, we gotta get every point of damage that we possibly can. Hit him for 2. The wolf can now kill that, but this is 5 damage. She's down to 6. Down to 2. And if I can get Power Overwhelming, I win. I've got 2 Power Overwhelmings in here. Okay, please don't be the Charging Pig. Okay, Leok is fine. That's actually the best thing I could have hoped for because it doesn't attack and it doesn't taunt. He got the Charging Pig, that's fine. So he gets to kill 2 of my minions here, but 1 of my minions is going to live. My Defender of Argus is going to live. His guys do die for killing my stuff, and he is only defensive here, which makes total sense. Yep. Okay, this is good. I get him down to 9 health. Now I can play the Violet Teacher and the Golem, or I could play the Stormwind Champion. Alright, let's go for the Violet Teacher and the Golem. I don't know 100% if that's the correct play, but we're going to get this damage through. Okay. So now you can play Unleash the Hounds. They would be buffed by this Leok, of course, but, you know, that's the risk I take. Hopefully at least one of my creatures lives and I can play Stormwind Champion. It's got another multi-shot. Nice, the Violet Teacher, which is good because the Violet Teacher actually lives through that. He clearly doesn't have Unleash the Hounds, or he would have played them. Big stroke of luck, he doesn't have Unleash the Hounds. Play the Cult Master, which will give him a card, but I don't care about him getting cards at this point. I only care about him stopping my attacks, and he does not do that. In fact, he doesn't even get a card because the Leok didn't die. Okay, I can get him down to 3. I'm going to life tap. I got 2 Power Overwhelmings in here. Even though this means not playing Stormwind Champion, I think it's worth it. Sea Giant. Oh, I can't even play it. Well. Anyway, let's go ahead and swing at the face. Gotta go everything for the face. I'll play the Okay. So now we need a minion to live and have Power Overwhelming. I think I've already used all my charge creatures. I don't think I have any charge creatures besides the Argent Commander, the Blue Warrior, and the Arcane Golem, and I played them all. So there's actually trouble. Oh, this is trouble. If you can get a little bit of damage out here. He needs just a little bit more damage. Oh, yep, that's what he needs. Okay, so now I'm in a lot of trouble because I can't get any minions to stick on the board. I have no direct damage. I have no Soulfires, and I passed on Doomguard to take a Violet Teacher. I could actually be in a lot of trouble here. A lot of trouble here, potentially. Because I just can't... I don't have any direct damage. There's, like, no direct damage in my deck. Alright, we're going to play the most durable creature that I can. The other most durable creature that I can. He can't kill me. He can get me down to 13, down to 11. 3 cards. Possible that a Hunter would have the kill, but unlikely. To deal 11 damage, he's got to kill my Ogre. He wants a Deadly Shot. He could easily kill the Ogre with the Deadly Shot first, punching out the Golem, and then Deadly Shotting the Ogre. So I was lucky he didn't have the Hounds. Am I lucky in him not having Deadly Shot? Let's see. Timberwolf really doesn't matter at all in the slightest. Unless he plays Unleash the Hounds or something now. He's going for the face. Oh my gosh, does he have the kill? He needs just a little bit more damage. Unleash the Hounds would be 6. Oh god. Oh, that's 7 damage. And then out of 4, down to 2. All he needs is a Kill Commander and Arcane Shot, and he actually wins the game. That would be quite impressive. And I really can't even hold it against him because I was on thin ice the entire time. Does he have it? Is he slow rolling it like a jackass? Kill command, arcane shot, charge feature. Oh my god, he doesn't have it. And of course I get power overwhelming a turn late. Or like 2 turns late. That was like 2 turns late. Whew. Dilly went down. Did I play that correctly? I mean, it's tempting to say that yes I did just because I won. But I'm not 100% sure. That was really close. It's possible that I could have killed some of his creatures a couple of times and had a little bit of a safer way. But it's kind of remarkable also that with one of the worst decks in the history of Western and Eastern and Southern and Northern civilization, I actually beat someone who played Leroy Jenkins and a Hunter. I beat a Hunter as a Warlock, which is just the remarkable thing. But he had no Unleash the Hounds and no Deadly Shots, so you know, I had the breaks I needed to have.
Light shall bring victory.
Holy butternut squash Christ! Well, this is almost. I'm just gonna keep this whole hand. So on turn 1, I play up these dudes. This guy goes on turn 2. Whatever on turn 3, and then I got my Yeti on turn 4. I wanted to keep that Yeti because it's such a good drop against Priest. I mean, it's just mind-bogglingly good because it can't be killed by Shadow Words, and it can't be killed by anything except for Holy Fire, which is a rare. He Mind Visions. Well, Mind Vision. Unfortunately, he's going to get a decent card, but not a great one. He might have just gotten like a Leper Gnome or to trade, or a Flame Imp to trade one of my 2-drops off. And we got our 3-drop here. Let's see how many Holy Smites this guy has. If he has a Holy Smite and he Mind Vision one of my 1-drops, he can actually catch back up and just completely level me out. If he stole my coin or my Yeti, he'd be in a little bit more trouble right now. Owl, interesting. Well, that's a little bit underwhelming. I don't have any Mortal Coils, but I'm pretty happy just to kill this owl. The reason I'm killing the owl is it preserves the life of my Flame Imp. Now, the Loot Hoarder and the Crocolisk deal equal damage, so I'll put the Loot Hoarder down, because he's not going to use a Holy Smite on it. He'd use it on the Flame Imp. He's not going to use Shadow Word Pain on it, he'd use it on the Flame Imp, and this thing could give me some card advantage, depending on what he plays on turn 3. He could even coin something out if he has a good 4-drop. Stealing the coin with Mind Vision, I mean, it's bad, but it's not always terrible. Sometimes you do get a good move out of it. He stole my Flame Imp, it seems. Right, so is he going to stop me from Loot Hoarding it? Does he have a Power Word Shield for that thing? No, he just heals up. Oh my gosh. It is not my opponent's lucky day here, so Loot Hoarder, absolutely the right move. I kill the Flame Imp just as well as I would have had I played the Crocolisk, but I get a card out of the deal. I'm going to play another Flame Imp and a Crocolisk. We're going for it here. So I know that the coin was Flame, or the Mind Vision was a Flame Imp. That means I know he doesn't have the coin, so no Holy Nova here. Even if he has a Holy Nova, the Crocolisk survives. So if these guys can attack one more time, just one more time, this is 6-8 damage, take him down to 15, and I play the Yeti, I might be able to burn him out. I mean, I've got all my charge creatures in the deck. Ah, he Light Wells. Well. Ah, okay. Well, that'll slow me down. I do need to stop this, because I can't have him with a 5/5, like, self-healing shenanigans. But luckily, you can see here why board control is so important. You know, I throw 2 creatures at it, you know, still ahead on life cards and the board. So, like, board control, man, it's the best. That should be like somewhere on a billboard. Board control, man, it's the best. He's gonna get a card, which is unfortunate because cards are the most valuable thing you could possibly get. I haven't damaged him enough where like life is the most important thing, and cards are a good way that he can actually like get out of a sticky situation. Granted, of course, I do have a pretty big lead on the board, and I can also draw cards myself thanks to life tap and me having a high life total. So even with that card from the Acolyte, he's at 5. To my 6, soon to be 7, 8 if I wish to life tap, but I'd probably rather play these golems. This is actually a really difficult board for a priest to deal with, because Holy Nova doesn't do the job here. I mean, he wouldn't even play a Holy Nova, I bet. That is actually not as impressive as it sometimes is, because it doesn't kill my Yeti. So whatever, man. Blues Clues in the news. Alright, you do whatever you want. Alright, Sea Giant, is that worth it? You can just get Shadow Word Deathed. Nope, we're gonna play the golems. We'll be a little greedy. We'll cash out the golems. We're gonna hit him in the face, and let's see what he wants to do. I mean, I don't know what a priest does against this. It's kind of hilarious. It's just a board of junk, but I mean, it's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage, and these golems. I mean, how do you kill them? So this doesn't matter. It's not gonna heal until the start of his turn. He's got spell damage here, but what's he gonna do with spell damage? Play a Holy Smite? Leper Gnome. Well, that's not good. He's actually dead. He needed to heal himself. He's trivially dead now. He should have, well, he was gonna die regardless. This is not bad-mannered. This is because I just want to make sure I didn't miscount. It looks like I did everything. So anyway, if he had healed himself, Power Overwhelming would have killed him anyway, but because he didn't kill himself, he was actually dead on the board. So a little bit of a misplay there. He should have done something to try to get around it. He's playing with some bad cards too. He had 2 Light Wells, which I do consider a bad card. He had an Inner Fire, which is bad. He had an Ancient Mage. And apparently, he had Leper Gnome in a deck that clearly wasn't aggressive. So yeah, that was a pretty. I'm gonna guess, unless that was just a very unlucky draft, that he was playing a very, not a very, but a pretty badly drafted deck. So we sneak away with another win here. And what are we up to? 3 wins? Is that 3 wins or 2 wins? That's 3 wins. Wow, I can't believe I got to 3 wins with this deck. My last Warlock run, which I am going to spoil because I don't want you to watch it, so I'm going to spoil it right now. My last Warlock run, I thought the deck was totally fine, and I only got 1 win. Now this deck is a piece of trash nuggets, and it's up to 3 wins. Unbelievable. All right, please pass the turn. Please, 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 pass. Whew. Alright, well, there's only one way to do this. As the old saying goes, you only live one time. Yo-lot, as they like to say. Let's just go ahead and deal 6 damage to myself and see if she's got Frost Bolts. Arcane Missiles would be alright. Actually, Arcane Missiles would be pretty damn good too. But Frost Bolts would be, the most secure way to get the kills here. Of course she has the Frost Bolts. So we're gonna go ahead and play all of our junk. This is like a zoo deck here. I'm still actually behind on life. I'm not behind on cards. I didn't lose any cards in this. Frostbolt was a 1-for-1. Now if she can of course ping the Leper Gnome, I'd be delighted for that. That'd be wasting her whole turn just killing my Leper Gnome. It still deals 2 damage. I get 4 more damage through with my creatures and I can play the Golem. Please pass the turn. Happy. Thank you. Alright, well, the Golem Army begins. Is that the name of this arena? The Golem Army? Looks like we're going to get her below 20. Next turn, kind of unfortunate. I don't have a good 4-drop, but I can't life tap in Golem. Obviously, I'd get Golem. Water Elemental. Well, so with Water Elemental, unfortunately, we just have to hope this Void Walker doesn't get removed. I'm not going to play Arcane Golem against a Mage. Against the Hunter, I might have there, but against a Mage, I don't want to give her a turn early Flame Strike. That's for sure. So I'm back next turn, I'm not even sure I'm going to play this thing. Well, we'll do a count. So let's see. We get lucky. She has no removal for that. Void Walker, does she have removal for my other stuff? She could be in an awkward spot here if she's holding Fireballs and Polymorphs. Because these are junky creatures. She wouldn't want to do it. I mean, she'd have to. She'd have to, like, Fireball this, potentially. She's going to Frostbolt. No, she has, of course, the correct removal. Goes for the Flamin'. Scarlet Crusader. Okay, I don't care about the Scarlet Crusader. Doesn't have any impact right now. Defender of Argus. Okay. Let's think. I could life tap in a Golem. Then I deal 2, 4 plus 4 is 8 damage. She's at 7 health, down to 3. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Defender of Argus. This gives my Golem, not only does it deal 2 damage right now, whereas this would have done 4, so it's like 2 less damage than the Golem, but what it does is it puts these guys at 4 health, so she's gonna have to work to get them to die. And he has 2 power himself. Wow, Black Knight, that deserves a well played. I have like 0 taunts in this deck except for the Defender of Argus, and of course she has Black Knight. But this is actually still trouble because she has no mana. She's gonna have to throw both of her things at it. Oh, I might actually win the game here because I've got 6 damage. She had this huge Black Knight, but I've got 6 damage on the table. Plus 4, that's 10 damage. Oh my god, and we get the kill. So the deck, I would not say this was an aggro deck. It's got too many expensive cards and not enough 1-drops, but it got the aggro draw. It drew like an aggro deck there. I got like 4 1-drops or something. Yeah, Void Walker, Leper Gnome, and 2 Flame Imps. And I had like a 2-drop. No, I didn't have any 2-drops. I actually had like the Golems. I just jumped right in with the Golems after playing 4 1-drops. So 2 1-drops on turn 1, 2 on turn 2, and then a Golem. So it was good that I was second. That enabled me to use my mana much more efficiently than if I had been first. If I had been first, I could have played a Flame Imp, then a Flame Imp and a Void Walker. And then on turn 3, I could have either played the Golem or a Leper Gnome. But this way, I had everything out on turn 3. Alright, well, we stole a win, I would say, there, because I really can't expect to get draws like that every time. Adam Yut 1.
I will fight with
Alright, well, Power Overwhelming is a good finisher, but it's not what I want to start with. I could go very risky, mulligan that Geomancer, hoping to get more 1-drops, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to keep it. This, if I imagine if I'd had this hand against the mage, totally different story, right? That would have been a totally different story. That story would have bore no similarities
Well
to
met.
this one.
I greet you.
Secret, alright, secret. Well, that's a no sacrifice, it'll probably kill my Frostwolf Grunt.
What you want?
Noble Sacrifice makes power overwhelming pretty embarrassing as well. Cancels out the power overwhelming and then your creature still dies. That's pretty hilarious. He's a 3-drop. This is not looking good.
My eyes.
Well, this could have been a Shadow Bolt, and it isn't. So that's bad. Luckily we get the Harvest Golem. Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. It's not Repentance, Noble Sacrifice, sorry for that. This is Redemption. So whatever thing is it of his that dies will come back to life. Good to know. So he knows, I mean, if he's a good player, which I assume there's a good chance he is, being at 4-1, he knows that I know that that's Redemption, so he's probably not going to want to make any recruits here.
Let me think. Follow the rule.
I didn't think he even plays a Peacekeeper. What's the point of that? I don't exactly understand. I guess he just was desperate for a drop.
That was a mistake.
That was a mistake, he says. Alright, well, we're gonna throw down as much into the board as we can. Even though it's not super impressive, I could power overwhelming the golem to kill the Peacekeeper, but kill the dude, let it trigger the redemption and come back.
Are open.
Comes back with 1 health. The golem comes back also with 1 health. And then the Voidwalker will die to the Peacekeeper, but at least the Geomancer will live. Oh my goodness! I should have played Demon Fire. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I screwed up really bad. Instead of playing the Voidwalker last round, I should have just played Demon Fire and killed the Peacekeeper. That would have been smart. Not spell damage, I just totally forgot about it. I blanked. Oops. Oopsie daisy, and then there's a bunch of stuff. Make my Sea Giant unplayable. Nope, he's gonna make it playable.
Reporting for
Good
duty.
man. Good man. If I were bad-mannered here, I'd say thank you, but I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna play the Sea Giant. Go kill the Peacekeeper in case he has any pandas. Now he's got 6 damage on the board, so it doesn't really need much to kill the Sea Giant off, unfortunately. But I'm at full health, so I can maybe life tap my way out of the situation. I don't know. I'm very far behind this game. Oh, that's right. That's the other big card I have. I have Stormwind Champion, Boulder Festoger, Argent Commander, and Sea Giant. I have 4 cards that are 6 or more. Sea Giant happened to cost only 5 here, but, you know, it's not something you can count on. So it looks like he's actually going to kill it by hitting it in the face, which is not the best way because he only needed 2 damage to be able to kill it off. Here he's going to actually overkill it a little bit, but that does let him keep a guy around, so that's... Alright. Let's life tap Demon Fire Croc. Yep. Life tap. Demon Fire. Crockadoodle-doo. Now you might say, Boris, why aren't you playing Bluga Warrior? I was trying to deal damage to him. Yes, but the Bluga Warrior can charge with Power Overwhelming for 6 damage. He's a very far away from being burned out, but who knows? It might happen. It's worth it to keep us alive. Plus, I got this Golem. That could be good with Power Overwhelming and Bluga Warrior. Anyway, I just like to keep the Bluga Warrior in my hand. It seems like 2 damage on his face wasn't as relevant as keeping it around for removal if I need it.
I wonder.
So after True Silver Champion kills my Croco Lask, he's got 5 cards to my soon-to-be 4. I have no Blood Knights in this deck, tragically, so I can't really get rid of that Silver Moon Guardian very well. No silences either. This is just disgusting. Yeah, this deck is bad. But we knew that. We knew this deck was bad. It's not like I'm surprised or anything. Crocolisk. Well, throw it on down there. Come on, win tonight, boogie on down, alright, alright. Crocolisks. It's raining Crocolisks. I keep thinking this guy's name is Adam Butt. And it'd probably be better than what his real name is, actually. Adam Butt. Adam Butt. It's actually gonna sound my golem like a big old D bucket. I like how that animation still happens even when the thing isn't there. Alright, let's see if I can win. Let's do a quick old check-a-rooney. We've got 4, 6, 10, 12, 15 damage. Not really enough to win at all in the slightest. But,
So many
yeah, we'll do this. Let's just get that damage through. Boom, shakalaka. I wish I had a void terror here. We'll hellfire it up. Wait. Oh, I forgot his Azure Drake doesn't die to hellfire. Crap, I screwed up. I actually just completely blanked on the fact that Azure Drake does not die to hellfire. That was very silly of me. I should have just run this Crocolisk into the Drake and saved the power for later. Well, anyway, that happened. So, this guy can get him down to 5 health. It's going to be difficult to finish things off because I have so little direct damage and I've used so much of it. I pretty much have to get a, my Arcane Golem at some point.
We must
Oh my gosh,
cleanse
he's
the
going for
Sunwell.
broke. Going for flat broke here. I'm actually going to die if I don't kill him. Let's see, this is 4, 6, 2, 6. Even if I got power overwhelming, I'd be 1 damage shy of winning, so I really can't afford to just... I can't afford to just leave him alive. We have to do this. Am I gonna life tap here? Yeah, sure. I'll take a tap.
do that.
I might die for that, but increasing my odds of getting like a pair of power overwhelmings. I obviously didn't get one. Oh, I already used one. I can't get a pair. Well, Arcane Golem and power overwhelming. If I got those as top decks back to back, I could have done it. Anyway, he only needs to deal 6 damage, and every card he plays is automatically a point of damage. So that's actually, yeah, he just plays 1 more card and he wins the game. That'll do. That'll do it, Pig. That'll do it. So, pretty good play, I guess, on his part. But I screwed up. I should have run the Crocolisk into. I might have actually lost the game to my own misplay. I should have saved the power overwhelming in my hand, run the Crocolisk into his Drake. He'd have had 2 more health, but he wouldn't have had 2 Drakes. So I'd have given like 2 less damage, or like 7 less damage. Yeah, because he attacked me for 4 and then 7, so I might have actually lost that game to my own misplay. I hope that was educational and you learned something from that. The good news is I'm above 9,500 because I haven't played Arena for the last couple of days and I did my daily quests. So I'm up to 9,500. I might get up to 10,000 if I got another hot streak. Of course, I'm not on a hot streak right now. Now I'm on a Warlock. It's glass shower shampoo, glass shampoo. Should I call this deck? Should I call this arena glass shampoo or golem army? I mean, glass shampoo is much more evocative. We'll see. We'll see. We're up against another game. Zergman. I wonder if he's gonna try to Zerg me down. I bet everybody who meets him says that. We are definitely mulliganing the Harvest Golem. Sorry, Arcane Golem, because I don't want to play that ever against mages ever. Cult Master has been awful. Voidwalker though is obviously a keeper. Yep. This is terrible. Dooby dooby doo, ba dooby doo, ba dooby 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 doo. This person's playing with the original card backs in hand. A square. Or I guess it's a mage, so I guess we'll say what a circle. Are circles female and squares male? I'm not actually sure about that. Fairy Dragon's an extraordinarily good answer to Voidwalker. Slay a Flame. And this might seem weird, but I'm gonna do this. I mean, basically the Voidwalker's dead. So I do go down a card because I used 2 cards to kill 1. But the Voidwalker was dead regardless. I might as well spend an extra card to kill that Fairy Dragon. That was basically dealing 1 damage to the Fairy Dragon is what it was. And I'm okay with that. Mad Bomber, oh my god, if that kills my back kills my got to be motherfucking kidding me! Jesus Christ! Oh my god. 30% odds, people. 30% odds happens every damn time. Though there was 1 run where it didn't happen twice, but seriously, it's like 80% of the time happening against me. It's ridiculous. Okay. So she plays Mirror Image, which protects her Mad Bomber from things. Of course, I got Hellfire at some point here. We'll just play Violet Teacher.
Pay attention, class.
I mean, if I'm gonna have some bad luck, I might as well have it during this terrible run. I mean, 4 wins, considering I've made some mistakes, and the deck is terrible, is actually, like, astonishingly good. But holy ball sacks. Seriously, the Mad Bombers. Alright, she just goes for my face, which is totally understandable. Sea Giant. Now, can I squeeze another creature out here is the question. Coin, giving me 6 mana. Popping a 1/1. Making this cost 4. Play this. Making this cost 3. That actually works, so we will do this.
I am ready to learn.
Really hope I'm not miscounting this. I'm pretty sure this is okay. Got our Sea Giant here.
Instruction begins.
I did give her a turn early Flame Strike, which is especially devastating because of the spell damage. It'll kill my Violet Teacher in one blow, and let the Mad Bomber kill the Sea Giant. So I lose the game if she has the Flame Strike. But I mean, I have to go for it. She has the Flame Strike. Oh my God! No, she doesn't. She has an Abomination. Not as good as Flame Strike. Not nearly. Oh my goodness. She has Frostbolt for what is taking the Frostbolt? Sea Giant. She's gonna freeze it in place. Okay, fair deal. And she's gonna hit me in the face. Very interesting choice of maneuvers. I don't understand why she did that. So now what I'm gonna do is think very carefully about my life. So I could obviously throw this at the Abomination. It'll pop, kill the Violet Teacher. Aha, this thing will live. This thing's frozen. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Hellfire doesn't help me in the slightest. Power Overwhelming. I could let my student kill that, but that doesn't really do anything for me because this thing will still die and the Violet Teacher still dies. Now I could defend Revargus. Defend Revargus right here. This thing would actually survive, and then I could kill the thingy. Majooger Booger. Yes, that's what we need to do. Now, one thing I should consider here as well is putting Power Overwhelming on this. Oh no, I need to still kill this. Well, I can put Power Overwhelming on this thing, use the Violet Teacher to kill the Abomination, and then this would get 8 damage through. No, that's really kind of silly. Let's just do this. Unfortunately, my student will die. Actually, I'm going to life tap here. I should have life tapped first. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Now, do I kill the Zero Drake? I think so.
Instruction begins.
Alright, well, the smoke is kind of cleared. She's got 5 cards to my 5. I'm at 16 health, which is a bit low. I will lose if she just has like a pair of fireballs, pretty much. Big Emma! So the Mad Bomber, and then the Big Emma Hunter. Well, for a second there, it looked like I might be able to sneak this one out of here. So we have to Hellfire here. I can't afford to take any damage. Blah. Harvest Golem. 13 health. Pair of fireballs, and she's 100% guaranteed to win because I have no healing in this deck. Are you goddamn kidding me? I can't even kill it with Power Overwhelming. Ah, Jesus. Friggin' Christ. Ah, Lord War Golem. That's how it ends. That's how it ends. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe that isn't how it ends. We have a Grunt. However, the Mana Worm plus Fire Blast will kill that, so let's see if we can get an answer. We can't. We have to do the most embarrassing play of all time. We have to Power Overwhelming on a Corvus Golem to kill a Mana Worm, so that the War Golem has to run into my Grunt. Now, how I'm actually going to kill this War Golem, I don't even know. But that was the only way that I could, you know, avoid going down to 4 health. This game should be over. I really don't have any answers to that War Golem in my deck. Oh gosh, she has a Boulder for Stoker. Man, she had all kinds of stuff all game, and then, like, just at the end, she's dropping fatties. Dropping fatties. Like Ryan Gosling at a club. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we draw. Let's life tap. Let's throw in the Loot Hoarder. Okay, none of that matters. FML. Mad Bomber. And that was a pretty good Abomination because it killed my Violet Student and stopped me from killing off the break. I had to throw my Violet Teacher away. That cost me all kinds of problems. Big Game Hunter. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have pity on an old man. Let's take a look at our prizes. I haven't gotten a new Legendary in a long time. If I got like 2 new legendary, if I got 3 legendaries, I'd be done. I could actually complete my whole set. If I got 2, I'd be mostly there. I got a regular common, so it's 55 gold and 5 dust. It's one of the worst things you can possibly get. Although the 55 gold is nice, I guess. For 4 wins, I'll take that pretty happily. We have Epic, Shadow Form, and a couple of rares actually. That's cool. Head Crack, is that a new rare? I know I'm missing some rogue rares. I don't think it's Head Crack though. Yeah, it's not new. So a lot of dust though, 150 dust is pretty sweet. I'm up to like, I need about 3,500 more dust to complete my thing. And let's get Oh, I gotta. Oh, Unleash the Hounds. I gotta. So the reason I that was actually new for me is that back when it got changed, I actually disenchanted it to get the 40 dust. Wait, didn't I get a regular Druid of the... Oh, that already got... That was actually so mundane it actually got disenchanted automatically. Right. Okay. Anyway, next arena. Warlock, Warrior, Priest. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you again soon. Take care.